In today's video, I spent 24 hours in Anime Defenders on a brand new account to see how overpowered I could actually get in the 24-hour mark. Now, do keep in mind, I tried to do this all in one update, so I basically tried to speedrun everything. Now, of course, I have to start off by making my own new account. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try to make my own name. Alright, after some time, we finally got the name. Alright, there we go, it is completed. Alright, so let's go ahead and get our first unit, and it's gonna be an epic. And we get the Soul Force Repocket. That's not bad. Right, so we're gonna be starting on update 3, so do keep that in mind if my gameplay does not actually look like yours. So I'm gonna go ahead and redeem every single code, and okay, I need to be level 8 first. So I'm gonna have to wait on the codes for now. And I'll also go ahead and redeem this like reward at level 5. Right, so of course I need to go ahead and summon first of all. That's the most important thing. Now, if I get anything, I really don't care. So, spin, as long as I get like a legendary, I'll be very happy. Pirate Hunter, nope. Yeah, none of this is looking too good. Alright, so we got absolute trash right there. We also got a quest, but I'm going to save my gems until we get a farm unit in the banner. Right, this is the team right now. Let's go ahead and jump into our first story mode. This is the most important thing. We're going to go ahead and try and finish all of this story mode. Right, let's start off with Chapter 1, Windmill Village. Let's get to it. So I was grinding the first story mode all the way to the point where I started actually struggling. So I went ahead and finished Act 1, which was pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. I also went ahead and finished Act 2, which was pretty easy as well. Was slowly getting a lot of gems. And I was slowly actually progressing very fast. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Act 3 was kind of hard. To the point where I actually came to a conclusion where I think I was not possible, where I was not actually able to defeat Act 4 because Act 3 was too hard for me. I tried to save it, but I was not able to do so. So I took the loss in Act 3, went ahead and tried to summon for some better units. Yeah, I know I was not too happy, and this is my live reaction. Dog, ain't no way I just failed. Alright, well, I need to go ahead and get some more units. So after some grinding, I managed to get to level 2, and we got 550 gems, which means I can do a 10 summon. And honestly, the Skull Warrior is one of the best for starters, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to hopefully get the mythical. And do we get it? No, we don't, but we do actually get the legendary. And there it is, the Max Key Master. Let's go. Of course, I'm gonna go ahead and put some food into this guy already, and we got 3 levels to do, and there he is, level 4. Bro is doing 62 damage on placement. That is 3 times better than our last unit. So I went ahead and gave Act 4 another try. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Act 4 was so much easier with the legendary. We managed to absolutely destroy the boss very easily without even selling a single unit. If we didn't manage to get the legendary, I don't know how we would have passed, but there it is. We finished Act 4 as well. And there we go. Act 6 is finally completed. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty easy. Right, so we've only got 385 gems, which is actually not too much, I'm not gonna lie. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is right, we don't have a mythic at the moment, which is kind of bad. And like, we need to reach level 10, which I'm gonna go ahead and try to do pretty fast. So then I can actually go ahead and access trading and start selling some stuff like frostbinds. Because frostbinds is in like a huge demand right now. And like one is going for like 400 gems, which is crazy. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna continue grinding all the way to like level 10. And let me go ahead and just start grinding on these haunted cities right here. So we finished Act 1. Alright, and there we go. Act 2 is finished. Time to go on Act 3. And there we go. Act 3 is finished as well. And there we go. Act 4 is finished. Alright, guys. So we also just reached level 5, which means we can go ahead and get the like reward. There we go. We got 500 gems. And we got a weekly quest that we actually managed to complete. So I also went ahead and claimed that. And I waited on the banner to hopefully get a farm unit because, well, luck was not too good. All right, we also went ahead and finished Act 5, but I'm not gonna lie, it was actually relatively hard. So I went ahead and returned back to lobby and spent the gems that I actually made. Ooh, cursed fighters in the banner. Right, hopefully I can actually go ahead and get this guy because apparently this guy's actually relatively good. Come on, hopefully I don't actually have to spend a lot of gems. Oh, we got him already, and I think we got 2 as well. Hey, let's go. Let's go. And we actually got a beast stat damage. Yeah, that's good. And I managed to also go ahead and get him to level 17, and he does 57 damage on placement, which is a lot less than the maxed key master, but this guy's actually really good. And pretty easily, we went ahead and finished Act 6, which I'm not gonna lie, I thought we was not gonna be able to do. I really did want to actually start Tower of Eternity, but we need to reach level 30, which is kind of crazy. Right, so it's time that we actually start Cursed Academy, and this is where it starts to get a little bit hard. I'm not gonna lie, I finished Act 1 pretty easily until all the way until Act 6, which was actually relatively hard. I'm not gonna lie, but still I managed to do it, which was the most important thing, which then led me to being able to do the blue planet, which is where the challenge actually really begins, because it's really hard. And we also went ahead and finished another weekly quest, which means we got 3,000 gems now, and we are so close to reaching level 10, which means we can finally redeem codes at level 10, and I cannot wait. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish blue planet as well, and once we do that, we're gonna get level 10, which means we can finally get like an extra 3,000 gems in codes, which could mean we could get our first mythic very soon. So I went ahead and finished Act 1, and I went ahead and finished Act 2, and we went ahead and finished Act 3, and I went ahead and tried to finish Act 4, but I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely failed so hard. Alright, so after a few hours, eventually the pink rockstar was in the banner. So of course, I had to go ahead and actually spin for the unit. We wasn't even able to get in all our gems. We had to actually manage to get to the pity, which was extremely annoying. So RIP to all of my gems that I had to actually spend for the pink rockstar. 3,500 down in the drain for an A+, B- pink rockstar, and it's literally farm unit, so we don't even need it. But since we actually have reached level 8, we can go ahead and redeem some codes. The first code gives us 800 gems. The second one gives us another 750, and we went ahead and managed to redeem every single code that there was, which led me to a grand total of 4,485 gems. We are slowly getting able to get to the mythic pity, so we can finally get a mythic. I mean, that is the goal of the video. I'm not gonna lie. I want to get as overpowered as possible. I'll do one more 10 summon in hopes of getting a mythic, and we did not get the mythic. Anyways, I did have 4 trade crystals, so I went ahead and actually risked my luck on hopefully getting a Midas touch, and we did the Midas touch. We actually got the Midas touch on the pink rockstar. Ain't no way how we managed to get one. We did 1 trade crystal, and we got the Midas touch. All right, that is crazy lucky. I'm not gonna lie. Right, so we went ahead and continued our journey in most of these story modes. We're pretty much 50% there. I'm not gonna lie. Anyways, I went ahead and continued and started off with chapter 4. So we went ahead and finished Act 4, and we went ahead and finished Act 5 as well. All right, and there we go. Act 6 is finally finished as well, and there it is. They of course also went ahead and redeemed some codes. Well, they also went ahead and actually got some new codes. So let me go ahead and try to claim this all. Dragon Pods 1. Okay, that's 1,000 gems. That's crazy. And also Divine Spirits. Thank you very much. Summertime. Okay, that's already used, but there it is. We got 6,000 gems, which means we're very close to being able to get our first mythic. And I'm not gonna lie, Flame Dragon King is not bad for a first mythic. So of course, let me go ahead and actually spend all of my summons. Hopefully I can go ahead and get a Flame Dragon King. I mean, he is like the highest DPS mythic, I'm pretty sure, so it's not bad to get him. Right, wish me like, oh yeah. Right, so hopefully I can go ahead and get the Flame Dragon King. I mean, oh, we got a pink rockstar. So I went ahead and continued spinning to try ahead and get the mythic. And to my surprise, we went ahead and actually got not the mythic. We got the fake dragonic fighter. No. And yep, on the last summon, we didn't get anything. Unfortunately, after 6,000 gems, we didn't get the mythic, I'm not gonna lie. But we did get closer to the mythic pity, so that I guess that works. Anyways, I went ahead and continued grinding story mode, and I actually eventually got to the underwater temple. Alright, so we went ahead and finished Act 1, but I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard. So I returned back to lobby, and I went ahead, jumped in the trading plaza, and see what I could do. And as I was trying to open the booth, I must be level 15, and that just broke. That triggered me so hard. My luck was not looking too good today, I'm not gonna lie. So I just decided I'm gonna go ahead and just complete this quest right here, which is 2,250 battle pass XP, which should get me 200 gems, 5 trade crystals, and maybe the risky dice, and maybe even the frostbind, and maybe even the 2 wishes. So I went ahead and joined a public server, and I got myself a duo with this guy called the Hack Dog. And if we're able to complete this, we should get a lot of battle pass EXP. All right, there it is. I managed to reach wave 42. So I went ahead and redeemed the 2 XP things. There we go. I redeemed the 2 quests and I managed to get to level 4 in the battle pass. 200 gems, 5 trade crystals, and 2 risky dices, and there it is. And if I just completed one more story mode, I would get 2,250 EXP, which sounds really nice. Which of course, I went ahead and finished the hard mode of the Windmill Village. And I went ahead and completed the hard mode, which was pretty easy of course, which led me to getting the quests completed, and I managed to go ahead and get 1 frostbind and 2 wishes, which I want to get, and of course viewed on the exclusive banner. And I managed to go ahead and get myself the Legion Veteran, and lastly the best unit in the game, another Legion Veteran. Absolute waste. Well, at least now that I've got 7 trade crystals, which is equivalent to like 2.8k gems, 1 frostbind is like 400 gems, so that's like 3.2k right here. Well, what I went ahead and did as well is I just went ahead and grinded Windmill Village Act 1 on repeat for like a few hours, and I went ahead and soloed this for like a few hours all the way to level 15. And I managed to go ahead and reach level 22. And I had a lot of weekly quests that was completed. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. I got a lot of stuff. So after 6 hours of grinding AFK, I went ahead and got 20 trade crystals, 3 spirit orbs, 1 frostbind, and 3,371 gems, which I'm not gonna lie, I think that's pretty good. So of course, I went ahead and did the most smartest thing possible for myself. I went ahead and jumped in the trading plaza, and I went ahead and claimed my own booth, and I went ahead and sold my 20 trade crystals for 8,000 gems. And I was praying I was able to actually sell this, I'm not gonna lie. And I went ahead and also put my 1 frostbind up for sale for only 800 gems. And my trade crystals went ahead and got sold, which means I reached 11,000 gems. Which means I can finally go ahead and get my first mythic, but I'm not gonna lie, the ice dragon was not the best, so I went ahead and waited it out. But in the meantime, I went ahead and grinded for some star fruits, and my frostbind also sold, which means I've got a grand total of 12,000 gems. Yes sir, everything is starting to get way better. Anyways, there was a guaranteed rainbow star fruits, and of course I had to go ahead and get this because I'm definitely going to be needing this. And there it is, we got the rainbow star fruit, so that's like the main objective finished. Alright, so I managed to get lucky with a cursed prince in Havana, and this guy's like the best bleed in the game, I think. And we're going to go ahead and redeem this daily quest completion, and we get a 75% chance of a mini luck potion. Hopefully I get this, and we got a let's go. We actually managed to get it. That's a big W. Right, so it lasts 5 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and waste no time. Hopefully I can go ahead and get a secret or a cursed prince. Come on game, give me that mythic. I really need it. We kept spinning all the way to the point where we could get, well, we surprisingly got the actual mythic, and there it is, the mythic flare. Could it be a shiny? I don't think it is, but there it is, the cursed prince with the A- range. That is so good. Let's go. We got our first mythic. Right, let me go ahead and really quickly just check. What do we need to evolve the cursed prince? We need 2 cursed fingers. Oh no. All right, so in order to create one, we need so many fruits. Oh my goodness. Right, so we need to go ahead and get another rainbow star, of course, but that is not here. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and grind both of these missions because frostbites and trade crystals can easily sell for a lot, and then I can go ahead and actually buy these star fruits with those gems. So let me go ahead and just finish this. Oh yeah, I also went ahead and gave this guy like 35 levels. So there it is. That is the first one finished. Anyways, I went ahead and only finished 1 because that's the only one I could complete. There we go. We finished Act 2. And there we go. That is Act 3. All right, and there it is. That is Act 4. And there we go. That is Act 5. And there it is. Act 6 is finally finished. And it was pretty easy, I'm not gonna lie. We are slowly getting very, very close to finish all of story mode. And I cannot wait. I'm gonna go ahead and also finish this Curse Academy. Like, hopefully I can go ahead and get some of these fruits as well. All right, well, there it is. We got 3 yellow stars. That's not that good, I'm not gonna lie. All right, as we're getting closer to our 24-hour mark, we finally got our star fruits. which contained a rainbow star. All right, and there it is. We got the rainbow star, which means we're literally only 10 star purple fruits away and like 6 reds and 1 green from getting the final 2 cursed fingers. Right, let me go ahead and try to purchase some. Wish me some luck. Alright, I went ahead and traded my 5 blue stars for 7 purple, which is like a massive W for me. I'm not gonna lie, because I do need the purples. Which means we can go ahead and make our first cursed finger. And there it is. That's the first one completed. Now we need 6 reds, green, and purple. Oh, goodness. Alright, boys, I forgot to actually record, but I went ahead and got the last star fruits that I needed. I went ahead and traded like 2 frostbinds, my 10 risky dices, my tree crystals that I had around like 10. And yeah, I went ahead and traded it all away so I can go ahead and get the last cursed finger that we need. There it is. Oh my goodness, bro. There it is, the last cursed finger. And before I do go ahead and actually spin, well, evolve, I'm gonna go ahead and use my risky dice and my 1 frostbite, and hopefully we can get a better damage or a better cooldown. Come on, come on. S B. No way, we got an S on the damage. What are the chances? Anyways, let me go ahead and evolve, and our time is about to run out. And there it is, first machine. And let's go ahead and check if we get an all S stats, and it's an SA minus and SA plus, which you cannot complain. We literally got an S damage. Anyways, guys, our time is up. If you guys want to see a 50-hour challenge, go ahead and smash 2,000 likes on this video. And if I do reach 2,000 likes, I'll go ahead and do a 50-hour video. So it's your boy Silas. Thank you guys so much for watching, and good night.